You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in the home of the Auburn Tigers. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the USC Trojans, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Asher. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run it. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, you see the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Cruz. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Love the job by the defense there. They weren't fooled. 2nd and short. They thought pass was a possibility. They got to the QB. Let's see if they can do it again here on 3rd.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. first down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's so much fun watching this Auburn offense run the option with this quarterback. He's just so dangerous. Defenses don't know how to handle him. I mean, the days of turning around and handing off to Bo Jackson, man, those are gone. Especially with this guy right now. You've got a lot of different guys you got to keep your eye on when it comes to running the football, especially this dude in the option game.
Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shoot Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football game.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got...
Off he goes! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Zings it complete to the right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And the Trojans brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Tempo and overdrive. Back to throw, it's Moss. Quickly complete. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Steamrolls his way ahead. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
USC 7, Auburn 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. They're nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cruz. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Burkett. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find them.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, USC!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. He'll take another shot here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw it completely.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He makes the connection. Giving him his pads. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Still looking on the move. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a first down for the offense.
To throw, it's Moss. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Looking to scramble. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Getting set for the point after.
With the carry.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Just 1 for 3 on fourth down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Just 1 for 3 on fourth down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's now a final in one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top 5 clash. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's right on target. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Shotgun snap on third down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the penalties.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's got it. Got to get to the sticks. And the tackle was made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, completing the pass.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The Trojans are on the move. On the move. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 25. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
This defense came into the game knowing they could not give up explosive plays. The secondary is going to have to do a better job in coverage, and now they've got their backs up against the wall in their own red zone.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they're able to get him down.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Push down for the tackle.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fair catch called for and made. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, USC 42, Auburn 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Line gets set, first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. Here we go. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Connection to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Got it in the middle. It's down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The aerial assault continues. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
To the air, it's Moffitt. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to fire on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Pass to 50. The 30. Pass to 20. Touchdown USC. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 56, Auburn 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. To the air, it's Moffitt. They're trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.